Here we are. Another homebrew challenge beer. This time we're doing 21B again, but this is white IPA. Now, first impressions on this one. If I didn't know better, and I do know better, you could say it's a Belgian. Like, it has that real Belgian aroma about it, and that's due to the amount of wheat that goes into a white IPA. I mentioned about the IPA smelling like a Belgian, right? Well, a white IPA is basically a fruity or spicy or refreshing version of an IPA. It's lighter in body, lighter in color, and typically has, you know, some kind of yeast ester or, you know, something like that on the nose that would make you feel like it's a wheat beer. And this beer does that exactly. Even if I look at the lovely, like the head poured a bit. Well, when I poured it, it was probably poured a bit hard, and we had a very big head. But as you can see, it's dissipating and forming a lovely tight white head on the top here, and giving us a lot of lovely wheat beer style aromas even. Yeah. So a white IPA is in the same ballpark as like the black and the red in that it's just an IPA, an American IPA, but like as said previously, bit more spice, bit more fruity, a little bit more refreshing, a little bit lighter in body, a little bit lighter in colour. Esters. Again, tasting blind, white IPA wouldn't be my first guess. I'd go Belgian, something like that. Wheat beer's really close, like a Hoegaarden or something like that, like a heavy Hoegaarden. If a Hoegaarden had heaps of alcohol or stuff like that, maybe. But yeah, definitely Belgium is where I'm headed straight away with this lovely beer. I'm not 100% on the fermentation schedule. I've got the recipe. Links will be down below for the recipes. We're going to put all of the recipes up on our website, and yeah, I'll put links to our Like Brewers Friend page. So if you want, we've got like 100 and something recipes on there anyway. So if you want to test any or do any, all the recipes up there have been done and tested by us. And if they're a bit shit, we'll put notes on there saying what to do different or what we did different in the future. Just all those recipes are pretty bang on. Not so bad recipes. So I think this one was actually bottle conditioned. The Dudley who brewed this one split the batch, so he did 10 litres in keg and 10 litres of bottle conditioned. I have a feeling that this was one of the bottle conditioned ones. Unfortunately, he's not here at the moment to clarify that for me. But have a look at it. Did that lovely little craft beer swirl, and that head just kind of clung together, and it gives what I like to call the cappuccino foam on top. It's just yeah, lovely tight white head. If you give me 2 secs, I'm going to go through the recipe. So I've had a quick little cheeky. There's a lot of Pilsner malt, some wheat malt, and some corn sugar to make up the fermentables. Hops, it's Bravo, Citra, Cascade, and Centennial. Again, link down below to the actual full recipe. You'll be able to see what exactly was done and their timings and stuff like that. The ABV, IBU, and SRM on this beer. I've had a few beers tonight, unfortunately, so I'm a little bit getting there. This is a 6.5%. IBUs are 48. Look, that's a guess. We get this. I get really no hop, not hop, but I get no real bitterness on this at all. This is a lot of malt derived flavors. Yeah, it's really pleasant drinking beer. Maybe a tiny bit on the back end is a bit of bitterness, but it leaves really quickly. Like, it doesn't hang around, and yeah, it's not in your face at all. Like, really pleasant bitterness, and the SRM is a 6.05 according to our friends over at Brewers Friend there. I can't tell you if that's what it is. I'm not good enough at that, but yeah, they're the stats for you. So the bitterness though is lovely. It's really approachable bitterness. Like, you can have a couple of these, or have more even, and the alcohol is it's not hidden heaps well, but the beer's got enough else going on that you don't need the alcohol's not the first thing that you worry about. This could even be one that you sneak to your non-crafty mates. Being someone from Adelaide, Belgian beer cafes are a lovely little place to go, even with people who don't really drink craft beer. And this beer would fit right at home there. So when we go non-craft drinkers and craft drinkers, you could probably honestly sneak this one to a non-crafty person, and they'd still get it down and probably enjoy it, which is great. That's what we want. We want as many gateway beers as possible. If I had to compare this beer to any style, it'd probably be a wit beer. Hoegaarden, like a really alcoholic Hoegaarden. You know how Hoegaarden's like, there's nothing wrong with that beer. Like that is one of the best beers on the planet. This has that slight alcohol taste with that a little bit of like an aftertaste that I can only attribute to either the hops or the alcohol. Like a bit of a shit Hoegaarden, if I'm allowed to say that. So this is another one of the Homebrew Challenge beers. This is number 4 I think we've done. It's the white IPA. I think the recipe's pretty bang on, but all the links are down in the description, so please go check them out. Brew it yourself and tell us what you think. Like, we're always open to feedback and stuff. We're not we're pretty sure we got a lot of shit wrong, so let us know what you think. Any tweaks that we could make, anything to make the recipe go from like a 35 to a 40 or something. We would really love some feedback on what we're doing with these beers and how we could improve. Thank you very much for listening to us again on another Homebrew Challenge vid. We'll keep more coming out. We've got plenty to come. Obviously, we're brewing a lot of beer, so we'll see you on the next one, eh?